This interview features Olivia Durkin, the head of training and theatre at Stagetext. There is a computer-generated picture of an actor on stage and his dialogue is displayed for the audience. We explore a theatre with a complex lighting rig. Actors in costume wave at the camera and Olivia delivers deaf awareness training to a group of people. At the STEAM Hub, a robotic arm projects the computer-generated smiley face of IRL.
I'm IRL, an artificial intelligence created to find out information about STEAM careers. Join me in interviewing professionals to explore their work. Welcome to the STEAM Hub. Please state your name and occupation.
My name is Olivia Durkin and I am the head of training and theatre at Stagetext, which is a charity that advocates on behalf of deaf, deafened and hard of hearing people to make the arts and culture sector accessible through text-based access.
How does science, technology, engineering or maths play a role in your work?
We rely on technology to make sure that all of our work is fully accessible. We use caption units every day, we rig them in theatres and we link them to our captioner's laptop. The captioner also uses technology to ensure that they're making it the most accessible form of the text possible. So when we are outputting in theatres, it is going out as the actors are talking.
How did you enter your chosen career?
So I started off by doing a degree in sociology and social policy, which has turned out to be really useful in understanding policies around deafness in my current role. In terms of how I actually came to this one, I'm deaf in my left ear, and when I left university I started working for a theatre production company that did interactive theatre. So it really married my two loves very much to come into a job where not only was I helping deaf people access the theatre, but I was also able to go to a lot of theatre myself.
What do you love about your job?
I really love helping people have access to arts and culture, because arts and culture is all about relaxing after a hard day at work, and I get to be a part of that. But I also really love the fact that we're using cutting edge technology to make sure that everybody has access to something that they want to go and do. And that just means that we're able to really lead the way in accessible theatre.
Thinking about your workplace and routine, please describe a typical workday.
For me, there's a lot of logistics involved in making sure everybody turns up to do their jobs on the night, and there's definitely a hard deadline with that, with curtain up. We need to make sure that we're organised and we've got everybody there. But otherwise, I go out and about and I train people in deaf awareness, and deaf awareness is a really important part of making sure that a venue is accessible. You can't have an accessible venue or an accessible performance without accessible staff. So it's a really joyful part of my job.
Do you believe any hobbies, interests or aspects of your personality helped you to attain your current role?
So my deafness is really important in my role. My lived experience really helps me understand exactly what people will need when they go into a theatre. It also helps me with training. I understand why people might not understand deafness, because I myself was born deaf but didn't truly understand it until I was in my 20s. In terms of other hobbies, I obviously love theatre. That's why I went down the route that I went down. But I also have always really been invested in charities. I think that coming together and working for a theatrical charity is really a dream come true for me.
Final question. Considering the young adult audience assessing this interview, please respond. Why is STEAM important to you?
Well, I think it's really important for me because when I was at school, I had no idea what I wanted to do. And all I ever really heard about was sort of the traditional career paths. And I think what's amazing is that I've learned from doing my own is that you don't really have to follow a particular ladder. You can do whatever you want and you can find what you like as you go along. So I thought that I wanted to work in a traditional theatre environment, and then I discovered that there was something that matched my personality even better. So just keep your eyes open and keep looking for things, and eventually you'll find what works for you.
Text on screen. Interview complete. Sutton STEAMs Ahead is a project funded by a Cultural Impact Award as part of the Mayor of London's London Borough of Culture programme and the National Lottery Heritage Fund.